Welcome to the official Multiverse of Movies Epic Pre-Game Show! It's game day, everybody! Game day, everyone! What is up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. My name is Isaac, and this is the Multiverse of Movies. So welcome to everyone here. We got my Shang-Chi shirt ready. I love this shirt. I actually have a big question for BK Dan. I feel like I've heard your name before. Are you in are you in other people's streams or something? Are you I feel like I've heard your name before. I've heard your name. Well, I'll let him comment, but my first thing I want to say is I do want to talk more about Shang-Chi today. I am going to mention other YouTubers. I don't really like talking about other YouTubers, but today's topic warrants that because it has been a big topic on the channel for quite some time. But let me read some of the early comments. So I want to thank you, BK Dan. We had a great conversation right now. And also we just got 7 votes in for who likes Shang-Chi. 86% of you say yes, 14% say no. There's been 7 votes so far. That's awesome. I'm personally a big fan of Shang-Chi. You guys know I've been talking a lot about Shang-Chi. I actually think Shang-Chi is a top 10 best MCU movie. I wouldn't say it's as good as Guardians of Volume 1. That's my personal favorite MCU movie. I wouldn't say it's as good as Thor Ragnarok or Avengers 2012. Oh, wait, I think I know where BK Dan is. I think I've seen BK Dan from John Campia. I believe it's from his super chats or from his main topics. It could be from one of those. Also, let me know if my audio is echoey. I do not have my camera up close to me. I mean, not my camera, my microphone. It's right here. I don't like having my microphone too close to me. But yeah. Oh yeah, he is. So that it's from the John Campia show because it's like in John Campia's show you'll often hear this familiar names, and I remember BK Dan was one of the big ones. So glad to have you here, man. You're a John Campia legend, and a lot of people know this on the channel. John Campia is my favorite YouTuber of all time, and yes, you know that's a surprise every time. When I'm with my friends, when we before we get into the whole topic we're talking about, let me just quickly say, when I'm with my friends and we talk about favorite YouTubers, they're always saying like people who are well known, like PewDiePie, and other YouTubers, Dream even. And anytime I say John Campia, everyone's like, who? But yeah, let me get into some of the comments. I actually saw a YouTuber who praised it and ballparked it to do 90 million during long weekend. They weren't far off. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good prediction right there because my prediction is it would have made 50 million, 60 million. I said somewhere around there, and even then I thought that was too high. But I actually came out to be very far off, so that is surprising. It beat the all-time record for even pre-pandemic Labor Day weekend, a record. It was 30 million in 2017, and yeah, that is true. Labor Day weekend is typically a weekend that most movies don't want to get released because it's a long weekend, and during that weekend, a lot of people, a lot of families, they'll go on vacation, they'll leave town. And leaving town more than likely means you're not going to be able to go to a theater. So a lot of movies have avoided it. And it's kind of like a curse. It's kind of like a no movie zone kind of weekend. So it's surprising. And I didn't even think about that until Monday, I believe. I was like, oh my God, we're on Labor Day weekend. I forgot about that. And yeah, that eventually happened. Shang-Chi did very well. Not just like for what it did, it's just so surprising. But yeah. I say yes because this is about the voting poll. We actually have eight votes. 88% of you like Shang-Chi. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys I really liked it. Let me actually read some of the bottom comments because I've kind of seen some comments. Let me Okay, okay, that's a funny name. I really like that name. Tony Movie Chappie D9 Neil Blankman #1 fan. I love John Campy. Yeah, me too. Campy is a massive shill. I feel like, look, I get if you don't like the guy. There's some things I disagree, but then again, everyone's gonna disagree eventually. I don't get the whole perspective of him being a shill. And also, I've seen people call him Warner Bros. Shills. I've seen people call him Disney shill. I've seen people call him shills of many things. I don't get it. What is he a shill of? What is he a shill of? I don't get it. It's mainly the Disney shill stuff that I hear. That I don't know. I really don't get it. He's criticized Bob Chapek recently, the CEO of Disney. He came out of Rise of Skywalker hating. I don't get it. I don't get it. And anytime I ask, no one ever provides me an answer. Even from my friend YouTubers, like my friends on YouTube, even some of them will say stuff like that. But I'm gonna ignore that. Also, oh my god, we got 8 likes. That is the most likes I've seen early on in a stream. Typically, early on we get like 5 likes, 6 likes, but 8 likes. I want to thank you guys so much again for the likes. Let me get into the comments though. Let's not talk about John Campia. This is not the main topic today, but also I want to get this comment. Heck, 30 million was for me. I mean, why did I say million? $30 from me, 3 viewings. That's awesome. I actually watched it twice. Once on Thursday on IMAX, then I watched it on standard on Sunday because some of my friends hadn't seen it and we just went out and watched it. I really loved it. I love Shang-Chi. I think it's a great film. I think it's an amazing film. And Simu Liu, you know, he was awesome-tacular in it, and I really loved him. But yeah. Supervise says, "Sup, Isaac? Shang-Chi definitely is my top 10 favorite MCU movies." Yeah, me too. Great action, well-written characters. I'm even going to say this. I think it has the best action scenes in the entire MCU. Is it the best MCU movie? To me personally, no. But it is an MCU movie I love, nonetheless, and I think it has the best action. I know Winter Soldier's up for that debate, but I'm going to say I personally prefer Shang-Chi's action. I think it's much better. Or not much better, but I think it's better. Actually, you know what? Later today, we should actually just rank them. I think we should just rank them. But let me get it. What's the video? Okay, I said 82 million. Yeah, I only said like 50 or 60. And even then, I thought it was too high when I said it. I believe it was in a live stream. I believe it was in my No Way Home trailer live stream. But yeah, so happy with Shang-Chi's success and good on Simu calling out the trolls because they make up the news, clickbait, and spread rumors. 100% with Simu Liu on this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Simu Liu. I was a fan of him for Kim's Convenience, and when he got casted for Shang-Chi, I was like, bravo, man. You know, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Simu Liu outside of Shang-Chi. And I mean, wait, let me rephrase that. I wasn't a fan of his outside of Kim's Convenience because I didn't know what else he was in. But in Shang-Chi, he showed me his talent. He showed me how great he can be. And I got to give him credit when credit's due. But yeah, a lot of trolls made up rumors. I'm going to talk about them in a bit. Let me get into some of the comments. But yeah, it's disappointing. It's really saddening where the fandom has come to. And also, for those wondering, the room I'm in, this is the guest room. This is not my main studio where I film my videos. I just use this because there's better access to Wi-Fi here. But right now, it's very messy. This is the workout room I work out in. That's actually a treadmill. I actually moved that so I could move some stuff over there while I stream. And then there's the bench press that I've taken out the weights. But I'll ignore that. But yeah. I like John Campia. Sometimes he comes off as too pretentious and rubs his early movie screening privileges in our faces. That's how it comes off. I understand. I personally don't feel that way, but I understand why people feel a certain way to things like that. And the good thing is here on this channel, I don't do that because I don't get early screenings. I don't get early screenings. I just get them regular day. I mean, my review for Shang-Chi came out on Friday. So I guess not this Friday, last Friday. So yeah, I have no privileges. So if you want to be in a channel where there's no early screenings, then here it is, I guess. But yeah, but overall, he's one of my favorite YouTubers too. That's awesome. I thought Shang-Chi was second best Marvel movie right behind Civil War. That is awesome. I actually think it's better than Civil War to me. Civil War is in my top. Wait, I love Civil War, but I wouldn't say it's in my top 10. Actually, it would be like barely over top 10. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I would say I prefer Shang-Chi a little bit more. Next video. Oh yeah, Shang-Chi has the best action in MCU by far. Winter Soldier's up there too. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty good in Winter Soldier. Also, I should move up my chair. Okay, there we go. I moved there we go. We look better in frame, dude. So yeah, I love Shang-Chi, and I think it had better action than Winter Soldier. I really liked it. Now I'll say, as for Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he's a complete douchebag. The guy hates strong female characters, and I almost feel like the guy's intimidated by women. Yeah, I agree. Like, look, I'm gonna admit this. I'm gonna be one thing on this channel. I want to be is 100% honest. And one thing I'm gonna be honest is I used to be a subscriber of Jeremy's. I used to like him. It was during 2018, back when he was harassing Brie Larson. And part of me, I think last year was eventually when I unsubscribed. It wasn't because of anything we disagreed on, but it was mainly because I was so annoyed by him just constantly complaining that I ended up just giving up. Because my favorite channels are the ones that are more positive rather than hating. And look, you're going to get hate. I mean, I make content where I'm mad, but I don't want that to be my priority. My priority to me is always positivity. Like my goal for this channel is I want people to come in and feel love, especially in the movie fandom. So when people click my videos, I want them to look at the titles and think, wow, this guy loves movies. But when I click on Jeremy's channel, it's just a bunch of, oh, women, race. And he always says, like, his excuse is always, oh, but I like Terminator and Sarah Connor is the main is you know, a badass woman there. Oh, but I have a wife, I have a daughter. Guess what? That doesn't mean anything when the narrative you keep portraying is you hate it when they cast a woman. I mean, just look at his Indiana Jones video, his one from a couple of months ago, where he was complaining about a woman, where all the article was saying is that they casted a woman for a side character role. But hey, it is what it is. Let me read to some of the comments here, and then we'll get into the topic. Like your video, man. Shang-Chi broke box office records last weekend with 150 million international box office. Totally love this movie. And yeah, I saw you in the comment sections. Let's create OA. I gained a lot of subscribers from that video. I believe I gained 30 to 40 subscribers. It's the most gain I've ever had from a single video. And I want to thank you guys. It was fun. It was great. I hope to stay away from that content where I talk about YouTubers today. And today's going to be the last time I talk about this whole Simu Liu situation. Realistically, I'm only doing this because I do think it's a topic that as fans we need to discuss. But on my channel, again, I like to be more positive. I like to be more happy because the whole purpose of this channel is I want this channel to be a channel for all movie fans. It's part of the slogan here on the intro. You know, it's a multiverse of movies. This isn't about me. This isn't about just me specifically. This is about you guys, where we create a unity and we create a fandom where even with the differences of opinions, we can agree that we have a bond, shared love for movies. And that's kind of what I hope for it. But obviously some of these channels don't want that. And yeah, it broke a record, did very well financially, way above my own expectations. And yeah, I like John Campea too. Yeah, me too. My favorite YouTuber. I'm totally okay. Let's stop talking about John Campea. We've talked a lot about him, but yeah. Oh wait, hold up. Oh wait, I thought I had already clicked on them. Okay. Okay. Next one. I'm totally okay with people getting early screenings. Like, I'm jealous, lol, but John Campea sometimes comes off like I got it and you didn't. That's how it comes off. That's just me though. It makes sense. It makes sense. I like your t-shirt, man. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I got this at Hot Topic. It's a Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I believe I wore it for another video. I can't remember what it was, but I'm actually a big fan of getting shirts of movies that I love or stuff that I love. I even have a shirt of my logo, which you can see at the top right corner. You know, I like getting shirts. I have like 3 Suicide Squad shirts. I have this King Shark one. I have the Starro versus the Suicide Squad shirt, and I also have this other Suicide Squad shirt that shows all the members. I'm also a big Funko Pop guy. If you guys see my room, I actually recently got this Darkseid one from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I almost pre-ordered this 2 months ago, but I was able to find it at the store, at my closest store. And I also got this black suit Superman right here. I really love collecting Funko Pops. And I also, again, I really love collecting shirts. But yeah, looking for a Shang-Chi costume for cosplaying at Comic-Con. Awesome, dude. And if you ever do, please send me a picture on my Instagram or Twitter at Isaac the Film Geek, link in the description. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I ordered a costume. I'm not gonna say who the character is. I ordered a costume, and I'm planning on making videos using that costume, and I'm gonna wear it for Halloween this year. And I'm not going to tell you the characters, but whenever I do get it released, I'm going to be posting on my Twitter and Instagram, and then the next day I'm going to make a video with the costume. Not going to say what character it is, but I will tell you, you guys are going to love the costume. But yeah, but wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. The Shang-Chi suit I like. I really like it. The red and then the black pants and the red. It's not one of my favorites, but it is a pretty cool costume. And I would even say it's probably one of the it's. I would assume it's one of the cheap ones. I think price wise that's pretty good. So that's cool, man. I'm glad you're wearing it. And Shang-Chi is getting popular, so you might as well show it off at CinemaCon. And yeah, I used to sub to Geeks and Gamers too, but you're right. He complains about everything, and I can't enjoy the current film. Seems like every new film that comes off, there's a new agenda. Yeah, it's true. It's sad. Like, I get criticizing and complaining. I mean, recently you guys saw me complaining about how Bob Chapek and Disney have handled the Scarlett Johansson situation terribly. And we're all going to have to be negative at some point. So we're going to have to criticize. But there's a difference between criticizing a couple of things and just making all right content where all you're doing is pandering to a certain audience. And yeah. Also, we got 11 votes. At 91% of you guys like Shang-Chi. That is awesome. And 9% said no. I believe the 9% is from BK Dan, but not because he didn't like the movie, but because he loved it and I didn't have a love button. I should have done that. I should do the 3. Actually, let me see if I can edit the poll. No, I can't edit it, but next time I'll make sure to have like 3 kind of things. But yeah, like for Indy 5, there's a new female. Yeah, I was just saying, and he's saying there's an agenda. We don't know anything about her yet. Yeah, it's like he's judging before it even happens. He's not even trying. He knows what gets him views and he knows what makes him money. I guess that, it is what it is. But yeah, Jeremy is that he has predetermined belief about his new films. Yeah. Like when he was going into Shang-Chi, he was calling it woke and agenda, all because Simu Liu has said that this is a good movie for Asian representation. And he said this was the first Asian superhero movie. And I've said this before, representation isn't a bad thing. Why is our society so stuck up with making it seem like a bad thing when in reality representation's good? Want to know why? Because there's not just one kind of people. There are multiple different kinds of people. There are people from France, people from South Korea, people from Canada, people from Africa, people from many places around the world with different backgrounds. Some people are gay, some people are Asian, some people are black, some people are white, some people are male, women, whatever. Everyone's different. So having representation is good because that means we get different kinds of stories. I mean, look, even if a movie turns out to be bad, like let's say if Shang-Chi was bad, so what? The movie didn't suck because it would have had Asian representation. The movie would have sucked if it was because of writing, directing, and all that, not because of race, gender, ethnicity, or whatever. Even though I love Shang-Chi. You guys know I love Shang-Chi. But, the movie wouldn't have sucked just because Asian characters. The movie would have, the movie would suck if it was for bad writing, bad directing, bad this, bad that. That's that's kind of the thing. But yeah, when I saw Simu Liu called out the fandom menace, I made me love him more as a person. Yeah, and I'm glad. And the funny thing is, look, let me pull up the image. I'm not sure if all of you guys have seen it. This is literally it. It was on an Instagram story. On an Instagram story, all he put was "lol." That's it. I'm not even joking. Let me remove the image. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. That's literally it. He didn't even say it, and then he did put laughing at the people who said the movie would fail. And they're treating it like as if he kicked their mom, spit at her in the face, and said, "You suck this, you suck that." That's how they're treating it, like when all he said was "lol." It's hilarious. And also, I gotta agree with Let's Create 08. Don't focus too much on haters. Let's talk about the movie. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I accidentally found your channel by accident. Search Multiverse and found you about the month ago. Lol. Yeah, thank you, man. That's awesome. I know my channel's pretty hard to find, so I'm surprised that that's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, thank you for being here. I want to thank everyone who's new to the channel. I know we've gained some new subscribers this last week, especially with the Simu Liu Shang-Chi video. So I want to thank you guys for the support. I know some of you guys are new. I'll just kind of give you a little quick glimpse at what I do in the channel. Basically, what we do is we talk about movie news, reviews, we do trailer reactions, we do live streams occasionally. We mainly do them on Thursdays, and we do we do everything in the movie world, whether it's Star Wars, Terminator, Matrix, Marvel, DC. I rarely talk about other content creators. I prefer just talk about movies that I love because that's the point of the channel. So yeah, if you're new, thank you guys for being here. Subscribe if you're new and turn on notification bells if you can, but whatever it is, yeah. Found the last Shang-Chi Funko Pop at Target. That is awesome. Months ago I did find one, but because at the time I didn't really have cash with me and I was at a store where it was just cash, I didn't get it. So I've been trying to look for one, but I haven't been able to find one. But I do have if I don't have my Funko Pop collection here, but one, I'm telling you, I have so many Funko Pops. And if you guys see the background of my other videos, you'll see I have lots of toys, movies, stuff like that. But yeah, what's your Instagram and Facebook? Want to follow you? I don't have a Facebook, but if you see here in the banner down below, I have my Instagram and Twitter username, which is at Isaac the Film Geek. It's also linked in the description down below. I don't have a Facebook because I'm not a fan of Facebook, but yeah, I do have an Instagram and Twitter there. I use my Twitter more just to kind of update you guys with what's going on in the channel or quick reactions to stuff that just happened. Instagram is where I'm more active. Instagram, I use it kind of to post pictures about things I collect, things I do, and yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, DK Dan, thank you, DK. I mean, did I say DK? I mean BK Dan. BK Dan. Yeah, thank you, BK Dan, for that, for letting him know. Well said. Thank you, DJ Space Vet. So many funny names here. That's a lot of funny names. I really like, especially this one. Tony Movie, Chappie, D9 Neil, a Blanc Man, #1 fan. I really like that. The only people that have a problem with reputations is the toxicity of the fandom menace. I'm assuming you mean representation. Yeah, these are the same people. They're always saying that the problem with it is that it's forced down your throats. How is it forced down your throats? Just don't watch a movie. Like Captain Marvel. If you didn't like Brie Larson and you don't like her comments, they're not forcing you to watch the movie. Just don't watch it. Pretty simple to me. I don't get the issue. I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of the Captain Marvel movie, but even then, I wasn't there saying it's woke, it's SJW, this, that. It's like, the problem is they're too caught up with their delusions, and it's an issue. And I get if you don't like a movie, all films are subjective. Like, for example, people don't like Last Jedi. Some people do. Everyone's different. It depends on your experience. If you enjoy a movie, that's because you liked it. And if you didn't, then that means you didn't like it. And there's no excuse. There's no agenda. And with Shang-Chi, let me talk about the issue with how they were talking about Shang-Chi. The issue with how they were talking about Shang-Chi is they were saying, oh, it's, at first the main thing was they were talking about how Simu Liu was forcing representation, SJW woke agenda, when all in his interviews, and I've done so much research, all he did was say that that Asian representation is important and that this is the first Marvel film with an Asian protagonist. That's all he said. Jeremy, Nerdrotic, all these other channels, they started using the image. Oh, he's forcing woke agenda on us. He's doing this. Oh my God, look, Marvel, Disney is pandering to liberals. Oh, get woke, go broke. They were using that narrative, and then they started saying, oh, this is why it's going to fail financially, because if you go woke, you go broke. That's the thing they're saying. And when the movie comes out, it does very well. It makes 90 million domestically, but it makes 140 million worldwide. And all they're saying is, but it's the third lowest ranking in the MCU. Guess what, freaking idiots? We're living during a pandemic. Movies are not at full capacity. And my local theaters, all of them, you can't sell out an entire theater because you still have the seat next to you that even if you bought like 2 tickets, those seats next to you, they can't be available. And that's still happening. Some places around the world don't have theaters open. Some people are still scared to go outside because of the virus. There are people who don't want to leave their house, and that's understandable. There are people who don't have access to this. Let's also remember, Shang-Chi is not this popular character like Spider-Man. Beforehand, he's this character that almost nobody knew. Even I, a hardcore Marvel Comics fan, when I heard the name Shang-Chi, I was like, who? And then eventually I Googled it and I was like, oh, wait, I've read his comics, but very few. but most people didn't know him. And not only that, but it had actors that not many people knew. I know Tony Liu, who played Wenwu. I know he is popular in China, but here in the States, where more money is made, no one knew who he was. No one knew who Simu Liu was, unless you're Canadian. Really, you had no big actors, and your biggest actress was Aquafina. And Aquafina isn't that popular. She's popular, but not as popular as like a Brad Pitt or a Tom Cruise. And that's the fact. That is fact right there. And they weren't seeing that. All they were seeing is, oh my God, there's an Asian person in the movie. How can I milk this to my irrelevant, idiotic viewers? Oh, I know. Let's call it a woke thing. Let's call it an SJW thing. Let's call it a liberal thing. Guess what, idiots? It's not political. It's not an SJW thing. All it is an Asian person in a movie who happened to say that representation is important. Because if you say representation is not important, then you're a complete idiot. Representation is important. Representation is important to the world. And also, thank you guys for the 12 likes, 12 viewers. Awesome. This is a breaking records. I'm going to read you guys' comments, but I want to finish off my rant right now. But representation is important because we have different kinds of people around the world. We got Hispanics, we got whites, we got blacks, we got Asians, because everyone's different in their own unique way, and that's great. So when there's movies highlighting that, like Asian culture was highlighted in Shang-Chi, then awesome, great. Just judge the movie whether it's good or bad, and then move on. I did a review for Shang-Chi. I said it's a movie I loved, and then I moved on. I move on and I just talk about other stuff. But because of these idiots, I have to now talk about it again. But it is what it is. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tony Leung. Yeah, me too. Since the 80s, he's awesome in this movie. Great actor from Hong Kong. He's a legend. Yeah, he's great. I remember when they first casted him, I was like, whoa, really? I actually didn't expect that. Like, I was surprised. And I'm like, awesome. Now MCU fans, Hollywood fans, now they're gonna get to know who the great Tony Leung is. I believe it's Liu. I don't know. I apologize if I mispronounce. I'm not Asian, so I'll mispronounce some names. I am used to people mispronouncing my last name, which is a Hispanic last name. I don't like saying my last name on public because I don't want to give too much information, but my name is Isaac, but a lot of people mispronounce my last name. But yeah, we need more people like Simu Liu and Zack Snyder to call out this toxicity of his fandom. And yeah, I agree. Oh, and also, I just remembered Zack Snyder did call out Geeks and Gamers. Not just that, but he called them right out of his face, right in front of their faces. He said, I'm not associated with Geeks and Gamers. And Jeremy, what a freaking idiot during that moment. He, instead of waiting until the stream ended, because it is a charity stream, so I got to give him credit when credit's due, he decided, oh, let me make my own stream while they're still streaming and just talk about it and act as if I'm some professional. And then he makes the stupidest thing, and he makes a stream where he has one of his gay employees, a Hispanic employee, a black employee, and he's like saying, look at us, we're not racist, we're not this, we're not that. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, you said forcing representation's bad, so why are you doing it? I mean, it's a good thing he's doing it, but it shows hypocrisy, and it shows how ignorant he is. But let's talk about let me get into the other comments. In my opinion, we're one race, humans, as opposed to elf and Klingon. Yeah, I agree. We are a human race. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter the skin color. It doesn't matter our religion, our background. At the end of the day, we're all together. But it is great that movies represent our own uniqueness, how we're all different in specific ways. Some people are depressed. Some people are happy. Some people are religious. It's great to have different perspectives of life put into cinema, because I've always said this, the beautiful part of cinema is our togetherness, how even though we're different, some people are Matrix fans, some people are Godfather fans, some people are Terminator fans, some people are Marvel fans. Even though we're different, we can all come together and enjoy cinema, because cinema is meant for everyone. No person's left out. No person should be left out. We should all come together, and we should all include all kinds of people, because cinema is storytelling. And ever since the beginning of humanity, storytelling has been a big aspect of our civilizations. But yeah, Is this a spoiler video of Shang-Chi? I'm going to have to ask the chat, but I do want to get into spoilers later today, but I'm going to have to ask the chat. I'm assuming most of you guys have seen it. I'm not sure. I would have to let you guys comment down below after, actually, right now, if you would like me to talk spoilers, because originally it was going to be a spoiler discussion, but I do think that I do believe that I want to talk a little about the whole topic that's going on right now. But yeah, there's some SJW stuff like Ghostbusters 2016, but with some of these movies channel, it feels like half these people are trying to find this. Yeah, I agree with that. The Ghostbusters 2016, I, I, I don't think it was a problem that they put female characters. My problem was that the movie just sucked. Like, I'll be honest, Ghostbusters 2016 was awful. Do I think it was a forced feminism? I would say no, because there are plenty of feminist movies and it's not necessarily forced, but I do agree they'd milk it. But I will say the movie was just god awful, horrible. So I'll agree with that it is pretty horrible. But yeah, I'm a Marvel fan too. Marvel makes great movies, much better than DC movies. I love Marvel. I'm a big MCU fan, but since you haven't been long enough, I'm actually a massive DC fan. My favorite movie of all time is actually Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I still love Marvel. I'm a big Marvel guy. I grew up with Marvel and DC. I'm a big fan of both. But hey, it's all subjective. It's all subjective. You know, some people love this, some people love that. I'm just glad we can get together and conversate as normal human beings. But yeah, after The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, the fandom menace nowadays is just looking for stuff to grift for money, and now they've been targeting Marvel but yeah, they're using Marvel because they know Marvel is massive now. I mean, look at Endgame's box office. Just look at how Marvel is succeeding. They know that since there's less and less Star Wars content, they know that Marvel's a good target, especially after Brie Larson. They're like, oh, look how good these Brie Larson videos did. I mean, if you go put most popular videos on Geeks and Gamers, and a lot of them are Brie Larson videos. That's the truth. That's the truth. And they know Marvel videos make more money. They get more views, and they know it makes sense. But their problem is they're using the tiniest things, and they use illogical stuff. That's what they're doing. And a lot of these, even now, I was watching the Friday Night Tight stream. I only watched it because Alex Jones, because I wanted to see how that would happen. But during the stream, Ryan says, oh, but the movie did fail. Just look at the numbers. It did the third worst number. Guess what? We're still living in a pandemic. Don't be so oblivious. But that's the problem. They live behind a computer, and they don't want to go outside the real world. They don't want to see that the world we live in, because a lot of them are they believe that the pandemic is a hoax. I believe some of them do. It's not. People have died. The virus is real. I mean, I've even gotten the virus. I'm not going to say the name because I believe they demonetize you for it, but I did get the virus months ago. The good thing is I wasn't in critical condition. It was just a small thing, but it's still there. It still exists. Some people are scared. Some theaters aren't open, and it's totally fine. The only thing is, as fans, we should acknowledge that when the box office numbers come. But yeah, looking forward to Eternals. Very diverse cast. Yeah, and I'm excited for Salma Hayek. Look, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I get excited when there's a Hispanic actor or actress in a movie. And with Salma Hayek in the movie, I'm excited. I'm also excited for Angelina Jolie. I'm mainly excited because Chloe Zhao, who won Best Director and Best Picture at the Oscars, is directing this. And the trailers have looked awesome. So I'm very looking forward to Eternals. I'm very excited for Eternals. And yeah, they do have a very diverse cast. I'm definitely looking forward to Eternals too. Yeah, me too, man. Yes, you're pronouncing it. Oh, wait. Okay, I mispronounced pronunciation. Pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation is correct. It's Liu. All right, I'm glad I got it right. I won't lie to you. If you go check out my videos from months ago talking about the first trailers for Shang-Chi, I mispronounced it by accident. I called it Shang-Chi. I know a lot of people are falling victims to that, but I am glad that I at least can pronounce that right, which is Shang-Chi, obviously. But yeah, Marvel movies are very diverse. Yeah, we got a lot of diverse characters in the MCU, and I think it's good. Should diversity be your main a production, like should it be your main objective? No, your main objective is always to make great characters and great stories, but diversity is good because at the end of the day, different stories, different characters, it's always great. But yeah, seen it. I don't care about spoilers anyways. All right, we'll get into spoilers after I'm done reading all the comments. And yeah, I'm almost done with the comments, and then we're going to get into the rest. But yeah, a great feminist movie you should check out is called Jennifer Body. I've actually never heard about that, but I'll go check it out soon. Yeah, representation is very important in Hollywood, especially for kids who are watching their movies. Yeah, I agree. Because at the end of the day, an Asian kid is going to watch this movie. And they're going to watch this movie. And they're not just going to see Simu Liu and think, oh, it's a person who looks like me. What they're going to think is they're going to see the movie and they're going to see Asian culture and Asian heritage shown in the movie. And they're going to be like, wow, this powerful character who was an Avenger is just a lot like me, my background, stuff like that. And that's good. People from African backgrounds, they watch Black Panther and they relate. You know, Captain Marvel, girls who have felt underpowered. Even though I didn't like the movie, you know, they feel like there's a character there for them. I mean, look, I'll be honest. My favorite characters are white: Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Neo from the Matrix, Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. A lot of my favorite characters are white. But when I see a Hispanic character, I won't lie to you. I feel a certain way. I feel like, wow, it's cool that I have a character a lot like me that I can relate to in a way. But yeah, I talked a lot about it in the other video. But yeah. By the way, are you a fan of the Hangover trilogy? I don't like Hangover 2 and 3, but I do love that first Hangover movie. To me, it's a top 5 favorite comedy movies. Superbad's up there. This Is the End's up there. 40-Year-Old Virgin's there. I can't think. The Interview is probably in a top 10. The North Korea, Seth Rogen, James Franco movie. But I will say The Hangover is in my top 5. I don't like the second or third one, but I do love the first one, especially because Ed Helms is there, and I'm a big fan of The Office. So it is cool to see Ed Helms in those movies. But I do love that first one. That first one it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I really love it. I'm a big fan of it, and they had such a great cast in it. I really loved it. But yeah, also let me actually show you guys some opening numbers. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. Hold up. I'm hoping this is the right numbers. I pulled up a website. Also, we got 93% of you guys liked Shang-Chi, 14 votes. That is awesome. I'm glad you guys really liked it. It's always great to see people love movies. Even if I don't like a movie, I'm glad when people love a movie. But yeah. Lol, enough chatty, on with the show. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't really have planned shows, but I am trying to pull up the numbers of pandemic box office record, like what it's been doing opening weekends. Okay, so let me see if this is the right estimated ticket sales for Friday through Sunday. Oh, okay, so I think, yeah, this is the correct one. I believe this, okay, I'm gonna pull up some of these numbers. These are some of the biggest numbers during the pandemic. Now, you guys already know the Shang-Chi domestic. It was 90 million, 140. Wait, hold up. Oh, crap, it's not even showing. All right, I'm gonna have to find another website. Sorry, guys. I'm really trying to find. Okay, hold up. Okay, why is it not showing me? Okay, there we go. Box Office Mojo. I don't know why I wasn't able to find that. Let me actually read the comments that are right here while I'm at it. Okay. Honestly, I like them all. In hot take, I like The Hangover Part 2 better than the first one, but my favorite character of the whole trilogy has always been Mr. Show. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but hey, man, that's awesome. I wish I had liked the second one, and I'm glad you liked it. I'm always hoping that people. My goal, even when I hate a movie, I always hope people love it, because at the end of the day, it's a win-win. You know, at the end of the day, someone loves a movie, and I don't think that it's right to take away that love for a movie, because I understand what it feels like to love a film. I understand what it feels like to love a film, and I don't like taking that away from someone. So yeah, I think F9 did better than F-Sun. I believe Fast 9 is the highest. Okay, there we go. Let me pull it up, but first let me read these final comments, and then also Salsa Picante. Hey Salsa, welcome to the stream. Glad you made. Oh crap, I hit my hand. I just hit my hand over this. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it in frame, but There's this clock over here that I just hit. But yeah, hey Sasa, welcome to the channel, man. I mean, welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you here. He's a recurring a person here on the streams. But yeah, the only DC movies that I like are Dark Knight and Man of Steel. They blew my mind. Lol. Yeah, I love both Dark Knight and Man of Steel. But I have a lot of DC movies I love. Wonder Woman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Aquaman, The Suicide Squad. What others? Well, there's the Dark Knight trilogy. There's the Michael Keaton Batman 89 film. There's the Christopher Reeve Superman films. Big fan of those movies. But hey, it's understandable, man. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that you're here, and we're all, we're all gonna have different opinions. We're all gonna have subjective opinions. But the important thing is that we embrace each other and we understand our differences. But yeah, Mr. Cho is. I probably mispronounced that, but yeah, is the character played by Ken? Yeah, I know who he is. But I just wasn't able to pronounce the name. I think that distracted me. But okay, so here we got the numbers. Wait, total gross. Okay, these are total gross. Wait, hold up. I'm trying to. Let me see. Weekend. There we go. Weekend. All right, there we go. Finally, I found the weekend. I'm so glad I found it. Okay, let me share the screen. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. All right, so we should be good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is weekend. This is first weekend. So wait, hold up. Let me see the numbers. Top 10 gross. Okay, well, Fast 9. Okay, wait, hold up. Oh wait, this is. No, I don't want. I'm messing it up again. Aren't I? Yeah, I'm very stupid, aren't I? Wait, hold up. I'm not even putting it. I'm trying to find. Okay, top 10 gross. Okay, there we go. Top 10 gross. Okay, there we go. The numbers for Shang-Chi. Wait, why is it? Oh my God, hold up. By weekend. Okay, why is it not? Am I messing up on something? Hold up. Okay, by year. Why did I put by weekend? Okay, so the top 10 grows. So you guys see the numbers here. I'm trying to find a ranking. But let me read some of the comments here. Box Office Mojo has daily Yeah, I that's the site I was looking for. For some reason, I wasn't able to pop it up. But yeah, that's the site that I mainly use. Hold up. Let me fix something right now. Let me fix something in frame. Hold up. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like an idiot right now. I'm messing up completely because right now my computer is working pretty slowly. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to see a ranking. Where's the ranking? Because I found one earlier, but I accidentally clicked out of it. Also, thank you guys for the 13 likes. Glad you guys have been showing so much support to the channel, man. You guys are awesome. You guys have shown me so much love today, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough for the great stream we're having today. We got a lot of people here. We got a lot, but wait, hold up. So I should be able to find it here. Okay, Shang-Chi. Okay, no, this is the daily. Yeah, I'm a complete idiot, aren't I? Complete idiot. But anyways, all that really matters is that Shang-Chi is doing insanely well. Yeah, so okay, so top 10 gross. Yeah, I can't find a ranking. Why is it not popping up? Okay, so let me just get the facts out the way. Let me get the facts. Shang-Chi did better than Fast 9, Godzilla vs. Kong, and literally, we're talking about the pandemic, by the way. We're talking during the pandemic era of films because it doesn't count if we're comparing it to something like Endgame. That's not fair. And 90 million domestically, great. 140 million worldwide, awesome. Like, I don't get why I really absolutely hate the false narrative that's been going around. What's up with the false narrative? I don't get why do we have to lie? Why do we have to lie about a certain movie's way. Why do we have to lie? And it's honestly tiring. It's honestly frustrating, but some people are just going to believe things. Certainly, so I actually found the best numbers for during the pandemic. Where's Black Widow? Okay, there is Black Widow. So let me actually just pull it up here, the top 10. Honestly, yeah, I found that out right now. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, sorry if I'm messing up. Sorry if I'm taking a while. I did find the numbers for Hoopy, but yeah. And it's funny, out of all the movies and TV shows, The Phantom Menace has trashed. They don't talk about the new Cinderella now that something is woke, just a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, it's funny. When something good happens, they don't blink. They don't even think about it. Like, let's say Mandalorian. They barely talked about Mandalorian. And the only thing they did talk about Mandalorian was Gina Carano's situation. That's literally it. All they want is drama, and they want a reason to get mad. That's all they want. That's all they want. And Jeremy, every time people say that all he does is get mad, he uses like 1 out of every 20 videos as an example. And all it is like a Mario Kart video that does very low ratings than what his average angry video is like. So obviously you see a narrative right there. And he keeps saying that they have an agenda when in reality, he has an agenda. He has an agenda. But it is what it is. We need more channels like yours. You're welcome, man. Thank you, Let's Create 08. That means a lot. You know, I'm just some small YouTube channel who talks about movies. I'm a nobody. Oh my God, we got 13 likes, 16 votes. 94% of you guys really loved Shang-Chi. We only got like 6%. I'm assuming that's just one person, and I know that one person was DK Dan. I'm glad you guys loved it. Really, what's important is that you guys love the movie. But and yeah. But yeah, that means a lot, honestly. Like a comment like that makes my day, you know, because I'm a small YouTube channel. I'm just a small YouTube channel that I'm just a movie fan. That's all I am. I'm not a film critic. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a professional. I don't even do YouTube for a living. I make money off of it, but just very little, like tiny, very little. But yeah. In fact, actually, in a little bit, do you guys want to get into spoilers? Like, let me know in the comments right now, everyone on the chat. Let me know if you guys want to get into spoiler discussion right now while I look for the numbers. But yes, well, right now I'm reading the comments, but I'll eventually look for the numbers. Yeah. So before you stream, saying it again. Yeah, I was actually supposed to. I forgot to read that comment. But saying it again, Shang-Chi saved the theaters while with reinventing blockbuster. Yeah, it's true. It's like Godzilla vs. Kong did a good job. Fast 9 did a good job. Black Widow didn't because of the whole Disney Plus fiasco that I hated so much. Like, putting movies on streaming pisses me off so much. But Shang-Chi, I mean, it's helping the box office. Any movie helps the box office right now. And if it helps the box office, it helps the theaters. And Venom 2, let's be honest right now. The main reason why Venom 2 decided to push its release date to now is because of Shang-Chi's numbers. It's because of Shang-Chi's what they're doing. Also, wait, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Hold up. Sorry guys, I was just reading a text message that I got. But yeah, it helped the theaters. 90 million. No, everyone, you go on YouTube and you search up predictions for Shang-Chi. And everyone was saying that this was going to be an average MCU movie that no one cares. Look, I'll be honest. I didn't really like the trailers. But the movie itself was just awesome. Also, oh my God, we got a lot of comments. Yeah, a lot of comments. But let me get into the rest. It helped it. 140 million, that's so much. That's so much for a pandemic. Right now, the objective isn't billion-dollar hits like it was in 2019. The objective right now is to get the movie going audience to want to go back to the theaters. Because the more a movie does well, the more likely they'll start releasing more movies. And the more movies they release, the more people are going to want to go. Some people maybe didn't want to go watch Shang-Chi, but they're like, oh, I want to go see Venom 2. Then they're going to do that. And you know that's the important thing. And as fans, our duty is to support the theatrical business, because I've been telling all my friends, go support your local theaters. Even if a movie's put on streaming like Suicide Squad, then you go to the theaters and support it. Because all streaming's doing right now is killing the theatrical business, but it is what it is. No, I said yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. Maybe it was somebody else, but I don't know. But 17 votes, 94% of you guys really liked. But yeah, Shang-Chi saves Eternals. Yep, that is true. That is true right there. I forgot to mention that, but it saved Eternals. And I'm going to say this right now. It also saved Spider-Man No Way Home. So to everyone who's excited to see No Way Home, then you got to thank Shang-Chi. Black Widow didn't do it. Shang-Chi did. So honestly, round of applause to Shang-Chi. You know, Simu Liu, this is the guy who saved theaters. This is the man who's carrying the theatrical business on his back and saying, you know what, team, we got to go over there. We got to get the dub, and we got to prove to people that the theatrical experience is the only experience you got to have when you watch a movie for the first time. But yeah, Patrick Leary, sorry if I mispronounced that, but I'm assuming it's Leary. Did you see that video Geeks and Gamers made where he was seething because of an Instagram post Pedro Pascal, the actor who plays the Mandalorian, made making a crack at Trump supporters? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when Gina Carano was getting in massive trouble, all he kept bringing up was Pedro Pascal's Instagram post. And look, I'm not going to talk about politics here. This is not my job. Or that's not what I want to talk about. But let me just say this. The reason why Gina got fired and Pedro didn't is because Pedro posted that once, just once, and then stopped. He stopped because I'm pretty sure someone at Disney or his representative is, you guys know what I mean, but his agents probably called him, Disney probably called him, and they said, hey, Pedro, please, we don't want to get in any trouble. Please do not post anymore. And guess what? Pedro stopped posting. Gina, her issue was not what she was posting, but how much she was doing. She did the Bebop meme. She was talking about the concentration camps. She was talking about this, and she kept talking. And real sources have said, they've confirmed. Even Gina herself confirmed that Disney kept telling her, hey, please stop. Please stop. We don't want to get in any trouble, because she's not just representing herself. She's representing Disney as a company. She's a representative of Disney. And what she says and does affects Disney, whether it's a positive or negative way. So while Pedro stopped, Gina kept going on and on and on. And before you say it's a freedom of speech, remember, Disney, a company and corporation, they have the freedom of choice, because every choice and every speech you say or anything you do in life has a consequence. Whether it's a good or bad consequence, there's a consequence. Like, for example, this video has a consequence. What is that consequence? People who are new to the channel coming in and talking, having fun, letting me know how much they love Shang-Chi. And that's the issue right there. And that's something Jeremy didn't see. He saw that one post and said, oh, but why didn't Pedro get fired? Because Disney's political. No, because Pedro stopped. Have you seen Pedro post any more of those kinds of stuff after that? No. But Gina, no. Gina kept going on and on and on and on and on. And Disney told her, hey, please, you're part of our company. You're making us look bad. So please stop. They didn't tell her stop supporting a certain political candidate. They didn't say stop supporting a certain movement. They said, please stop posting these images and pictures because they're making you and us look dumb. So please stop. That's all they did. But obviously, Jeremy doesn't care about facts or knowledge. He just wants to create his own narrative because it fits him. It fits him. But yeah, I don't like how Disney screwed Black Widow. Yeah, I agree. It's stupid. The Disney Plus day-and-day release was completely stupid. But yeah, I like the fact that you're very respectful to your subscribers, even if they have unpopular opinions or a hot take on a movie. Yeah, thank you, man. That means a lot. But I actually had a series on this channel a couple of months ago that I actually want to bring back, which it was called Reacting to Hot Takes. And what we would do is on the community tab on YouTube, we would get people to say unpopular opinions, and we would just kind of discuss it. I'm always in my main moral is treat others the way you want to be treated, even if you're in differences of opinion. And especially in a community like movies, where it's not like an overly like movies should not be seen as political kind of stuff. They should be seen as things we should want to love, things, entertainment. And if a movie happens to have a political stuff, then yeah, that's the side stuff. And that's kind of what I want this channel would be. The slogan I have on the channel is a channel for all movie fans, and I mean it by that. What I mean by that is that even if we have if we have a massive disagreement, that's irrelevant. What's irrelevant is that we're all together and we all, even if we disagree and agree, we can at least discuss civil. And I've always had the moral of respect others in a conversation. Be respectful, and then they'll respect you back. And that's kind of what I hope to accomplish when I speak. But yeah. And thank you for the comment, man. Thank you. I'm not sure if you're new to the channel, but I want to thank you, Tony Movie. I'm just gonna call you Tony, but Tony, thank you, Tony, for the comment, man. It means a lot, and thank you for being on the stream, man. It's always a pleasure to meet new people, and thank you for subscribing if you're new to your channel, man. Thank you. But yeah, but I release it on Disney Plus simultaneously. Yeah, they that's completely destroyed it. But yeah, beep boop believe. I love that. I've seen your comment earlier today. I forgot what it was, but I remember earlier today while I was at work, I actually was in the restroom and I responded to one of your comments. So yeah, these videos make me hopeful that nerds stay cool. The new mainstream class of identity nerds is alarming to me. Yeah, and that's a problem. We live in a world where nerd and geek culture is more popular than ever. Like, I won't lie to you. Some people in my own personal life who have never picked up a comic, they're always asking me now, who is this character? Like recently, I had a friend who wasn't even that big of an MCU fan. He went to go watch Shang-Chi and he was asking me, hey, who's Shang-Chi in the comics and stuff like that. And, we're living in a world where being a geek is actually a cool thing now. And, it used to not be. I mean, if you watch any movie made in the 90s and 80s, they'll tell you otherwise. But now it's become more mainstream. But one issue that's come is that now we seem like more aggressive. We seem more sensitive. And people like Nerdrotic, Quartering, they're making us seem like all we do is complain about feminism and race and stuff like that. We complain about stupid things that I don't get why we are even complaining about. But yeah, what I hope, like on my channel, I like to have representation because it's good. Representation is great. I've said this early in the channel. Everyone has a different story to tell. Everyone's different in their own unique, awesome ways. And I think it's good that in cinema we have different perspectives of life showcased, because at the end of the day, cinema isn't just for one person. It's for everyone to enjoy. And that's what on my channel, I feel like there's not enough channels discussing. I feel like there's not enough channels criticizing Jeremy. It's like we let them get away with it. And I feel like part of me, I want to protect the fandom. I want to protect the movie fandom so that we can be better. We can move on. And while I'm just a small, nobody cares about YouTube channel, what I'm hoping to accomplish is I want to be able to let people know that we can be different. That's great. We can be unique. That's awesome. But as movie fans, we should be less aggressive and we should be less ignorant and wake up. And, understand we're all different. We're all unique. And we got to call out when there's BS on YouTube. And while, yes, I'm a small channel, I'm hoping I can at least make any kind of effect whatsoever. Because a lot of nerd geek channels have fallen victim to, let's complain about feminism. Let's complain about social justice. Let's complain about things that don't need to be complained about. And they're making us look bad. Because like I said about Gina Carano and Disney earlier, if one YouTuber messes up, guess what? That affects everyone. Let's say tomorrow, Jeremy, we find out Jeremy made a sexist tweet, a sexist joke back in 2012 in Twitter. Let's say that happens. Well, guess what? The average person is going to look at that comment and be like, this is what geek culture is like. I don't want to be a part of that. And that's not good. Let's say I'm a big YouTuber. If I'm a big YouTuber, let me use me as an example. Let's say I'm a big YouTuber. Let's say I have like 2 million subscribers and I'm here talking about movies. And then let's say I say a comment that's very racist. Let's say I say something like that. Well, now that makes everyone else look bad. It's like you're taking people down the mud. It's like working at a factory. If one person messes up, guess what? Most people mess up. It's like working a job. If one person messes up, it's going to ruin it for everyone. And that's kind of what I hope. I'm going to call it out when I see it. But yeah, no problem. I've seen it twice. Yeah, I've seen Shang-Chi twice, one on IMAX and the other, I saw it standard, but I saw it with my friends. So, hey, I do that a lot. I'll often watch a movie more than once. I did that with Suicide Squad. I didn't do that with Black Widow, but I did do it for Tenet. I did it for actually with Endgame. I actually saw it 5 times. I saw Endgame 5 times. But yeah, and let's not forget, even beat the opening of Rob Zombie Halloween, and that movie is terrible. Yeah. Yeah, but No Way Home, Bond, Venom will get more people going because they're going to be bonkers good. Yeah, I'm very excited for all of them. This is the last Daniel Craig Bond movie, and I really love Daniel Craig's take on the character. I think he's my favorite James Bond so far. But Venom, I'm excited. I quite enjoy that first one. And No Way Home, I'm a big Tobey Maguire fan. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man, so seeing him possibly seeing him back just excites me. But not even just that, but Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, I love his Doc Ock. I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I also really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I cannot contain my excitement for how good this film looks to be. And I hope for it to be the best movie possible. I cannot wait for that movie to come out, and I'm quite excited. But yeah. Theaters hit the jackpot with Shang-Chi. They are laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah, you can tell theater owners are celebrating this because theater owners were mad at Disney for releasing Black Widow on Disney Plus. Because while Black Widow did very well opening weekend, that second weekend massive drop-off was horrible. It was dreadful, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And so theater owners, they're looking at these numbers and they're like, hell yeah. I mean, the word of mouth, the positivity around this movie is helping this movie go on and go on because a lot of people love it. I've been told by friends who aren't even Marvel fans, they're wanting to watch this movie. In fact, I might even watching a third time this weekend just because they want to go and they might take me. So, yeah, this movie's getting a lot of good word. A lot of Marvel fans went out to support it. A lot of movie fans went out to support it. And I'm so glad that this movie wasn't on streaming, because if it was, I'm telling you, these numbers would not be here. And I think Shang-Chi is the final nail to the coffin that movies are better when they're theatrical exclusive only. Because if they're going into streaming, then just look at what happened to Suicide Squad. There's nothing you can do to tell me otherwise, because it's just factually proven that cinematic movies do better than streaming movies. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's sad that Gina couldn't control herself, and honestly, I'm glad she got fired. She's just one of those Trump supporters' ideas. Yeah. Idiots. That's what you meant. But I'm not here to talk about politics, so I won't say anything about Trump, Biden, Bernie, Hillary, Obama. I'm not here to talk about any of that. But my criticism was from Gina that I have to say is, think before you tweet. Hire an intern. Hire someone that before you tweet, because a lot of celebrities do this. They'll hire an intern, and they'll have this certain thing that I heard about. But what they'll do is they'll tweet something, and that intern receives the tweet first. They read it, and they're thinking about all the possibilities, the good and bad possibilities. And then they're like, and if it even looks slightly negative, they tell the person, hey, look, man, this isn't going to be good for your reputation. And Gina, I'm sorry, but you're not a victim here. When you have a boss, to the people out there who have jobs, when you have a boss, it doesn't matter. You follow their policies because there's a reason why they have policies. If let's say at your job, let's say you work at a Target, so they tell you not to wear. Obviously, I've never worked at a Target, but let me just use this as an example. Let's say they tell you don't wear a blue hat to work. Don't wear a blue hat to work. So you work at Target, and they tell you you cannot wear a blue hat. That's employee policy. Okay, and let's say you walk into work that next day and you're wearing a blue hat. Guess what? Your boss is going to call you up and say, look, we have a policy, man. Please do not wear that. It's just part of, me as the boss, the manager. I'm the leader of this company, and I'm here to tell you cannot wear a blue hat. It does not look good for us. Okay, so the next day you come back with another blue hat. Your boss calls you up again. He tells you, please, again, I'm giving you one last shot. Please do not wear it. This is your second chance, please. It's simple. You take off the hat and just don't wear it. Okay, now it's the third day. Now the third day, you come in to work and you're still wearing the blue hat. Guess what, idiot? your boss is going to look at you and say, look, I've given you your opportunities. You could easily take it off. And it's not like a life or death situation. It's just a hat. It's a blue hat. Just take it off. That's all you have to do. You can wear a red hat. You can wear an orange hat. You can wear any other color hat, but not blue. So please don't wear it. And then if you do it again, you're going to get fired because I'm sorry, you're not following policy. And that's Disney. Disney does not want to get in trouble with the media because Gina, regardless if you want to say it or not, she represented Disney. And it's not like Disney wanted to fire her. Remember, they were planning on doing a Cara Dune series on Disney Plus. They were planning on that. She was heavily on Mandalorian. They wanted her there. And all the people working on Lucasfilms were saying how awesome they thought Cara Dune was as a character. I think she was awesome as a character. I think she was awesome. But again, she kept repeating mistake over and over and over again. Like, let me use another example. Let me use another example right here. Let's say on my channel, let's say you guys are technically my boss, because without you guys, I obviously can't do these videos. But let's say you guys tell me I'm not allowed to, I'm not allowed to say curse words. Let's say I'm not allowed to say curse words. And let's say on a stream I say curse words. Okay, you guys will give me one chance. Then I do it again. You guys are going to be like, oh, we told you guys, I don't want to hear curse words. And then the next time, eventually you guys are going to click out and say, this guy isn't listening to me, so I could care less about him. And yeah, it's kind of like that. But hey, Gina wants to be an idiot. She goes ahead and lives her life as an idiot. And now you're going to have to, you got fired from Disney. How low? You were at like the biggest studio in the world, and you just like that in a Star Wars project too. Let's not forget that. But I'm a nerd geek and proud of it. Awesome. Proof of it: Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Dungeons and Dragons, and believe it or not, the show MGM. Wait, what was it? Wait, what's MGM again? Crap. From 99, 2009, SG1. Crap. I'm forgetting. Wait, let me actually search that up. MGM. Hold up. I'm sorry, I sound ignorant, but I actually don't know what that is. What is it? I can't find it. Honestly. But I am a big fan of Star Trek. Or not a big fan, but I quite enjoy Star Trek. I'm not as big of a Star Trek fan as I am a Star Wars fan. I've never seen a Doctor Who episode, but I do love Star Wars, especially the original trilogy. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, mainly because I'm a 2000s kid, and a lot of 2000s kids weren't. But I am excited for the new film that I believe is starring Chris Pine. I am excited just because it's Chris Pine. But that's a lot. I grew up a nerd geek. Actually, so I'm not streaming in my geek zone. That's what I call it. But if you guys have seen my previous videos, just look around my room. I have posters of Infinity War, Star Wars, Justice League, Marvel, Back to the Future. I believe that's not in frame, but I do have a Back to the Future poster. And then if you see like my movies and pops, you see like Terminator, Matrix. You got Star Wars there, Indiana Jones. I'm a big geek, and I really like nerdy stuff. But yeah, just subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Tony, so much, man. That means so much to me. Oh my God, we've got an hour. We've got an hour. We've got an hour streaming. My throat's tired right now. I am gonna take a break in a bit. I'm just gonna drink some water, and then we'll continue on with the show. Thank you guys a lot so much for the views, the likes, and it means a lot. And I see a lot of new faces here, and I'm glad to have you guys. I'm glad to have you guys here, man. It means a lot to me that you guys took the time out of your day, because you guys could be watching any other content creator, but to me it means a lot that you guys clicked on here and you take the time out of your day, and we discuss movies and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you so much, Tony, for subscribing. That means a lot, and I'm hoping I don't disappoint you with that subscription. But yeah, Let's Create 08 says, I like how Simu called out the haters. Jimmy Fallon also mentioned that on the Tonight Show last night when Simu was on the show. Lol. Yeah, I actually didn't see. I know he was in it because he posted on Instagram, but I haven't seen it yet. But I am so glad. Simu is very active on social media, and I'm so glad that the dude's been. It's funny because he's not even saying too much, and these people are making like 30-minute videos saying, oh my God, Simu Liu hurt my feeling. Ah! And it's so funny. It's hilarious, man. Simu Simu with one simple Instagram story completely exposed the narrative. It's hilarious, but yeah. Sometimes it's fun to have an unpopular opinion or hot take on a movie. It's fun to see other people's subjective on a movie, and it would be boring. Yeah, I agree with that. It's if we were all the same, if you believed everything, it would be boring because debating is good. Because it's always good to have differences of opinions. It's always good to be different. It's always good. And some things we're gonna agree on, some things we're gonna disagree on, but that's not a bad thing. It only becomes bad if we start being toxic about it. That's when it becomes bad. Hence, Geeks and Gamers. But the good thing is we get into a debate, and we're not here to change our minds. What we're here to do is we're here to hear each other out and maybe even enhance our experience the next time. Like, let's say one of you guys hates Baby Driver, Baby Driver the movie. Let's say one of you guys hates Baby Driver and I love Baby Driver. We both discuss and we'll both understand each other at the end of the day. We're going to see, like, for example, if you hate the movie, you can just be like, oh, even though I hate the movie, I actually understand where you're coming from. And then I'll say the same thing to you. And it's like, that's kind of the whole point of debating. That's kind of the way of conversating. Yeah. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to click on that one. Wait, okay, there we go. Looking forward to No Way Home. We want to see the multiverse. Yeah. And that's the name of my channel, Multiverse of Movies. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see No Way Home, the multiverse and stuff like that. But yeah, love it. Red versus Blue, Rev. Love those videos. Yeah, Red versus Blue. I noticed that when I said, Red versus Blue, I was noticing that sounded a lot like Democrats and Republicans, and I actually didn't mean to do that. But I was thinking about was Walmart, Target, just because of my example. But yeah. I mean, I enjoy the Hellboy reboot. I didn't like the new Hellboy. I love David Harbour, but I didn't like that new Hellboy movie. I do like the old one, you guys know what I'm talking about, but I do like the first old one. But yeah, and Ghost Riders, not a fan of any of the Ghost Riders movies. Riders Spirit of Vengeance as a guilty pleasure, and everyone hates on those movies. Hey man, I don't like those movies, but hey, I'm glad that you love it. We're all gonna have movies that aren't very popular. We all have a movie that's like I'm messing up, but we're all gonna have a movie that's not very popular, but you still like it. And to me, that's the important thing. To me, the important thing is not whether or not I like it. The important thing is whether you like it, because at the end of the day, I'm not you, and we all have different experiences. And hey man, I'm glad you love it. I wish I had that same experience, but I'm glad that you loved it. I really like. I would say one of my guilty pleasures, I guess you could say. Let me think. Let me think of all the movies in my catalog. Well, I guess you could say Incredible Hulk. The Edward Norton Hulk movie isn't loved that much. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's a top 10 MCU movie to me. I really love that film. You could even say Batman versus Superman. Yeah, that one. That's good. Batman versus Superman. Batman vs. Superman is a movie a lot of people hate, but it's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Yeah, all time, not just comic movies, but all time. I love Batman vs. Superman. I understand why people hate it. I actually hated it the first time I watched it, but I love it now, and I changed my perspective. I actually like Batman Forever. I think Batman Forever is not bad. I actually quite liked it with Jim Carrey's Riddler. What's some other movies I can think of from the top of my head? What was that? The Brandon Routh Superman movie. What was it called? Crap. What was it called? Let me actually search it up. Brandon Routh Superman. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. What was it called? Oh, okay, Superman Returns. Superman Returns. I actually liked Superman Returns. I know a lot of people don't like Superman Returns, but I actually quite liked it. Or not, it's not hated, but I know it's a movie I quite like. But yeah, hold up. MGM. Oh wait, I thought it was like a movie or show. I'm sorry, I probably messed it up, but yeah, my goodness, you're my youngest age. Yeah, I notice a lot when I'm YouTube. I know a lot of people. They look. I'm pretty young. I'm only 19 years old. I'm barely about to hit 20 in a few years, and I know a lot of people are much older than me here on YouTube. Also, give me a minute. I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back in just 2 seconds. So. All right, I'm back. Sorry. In a bit, in a minute, I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna take a 4 minute break, and you guys please come back or don't leave anywhere. But because I've gone over an hour and 60 minutes to be exact, and I'm actually thirsty. But I'm gonna read these comments, and then while actually you guys talk amongst yourselves while you guys wait in a couple of minutes. Because I do want to drink some water. But yeah, my goodness, yeah, I'm pretty young. I'm young. I'm younger than most content creators here on YouTube. Also, we got 20 votes. That is awesome. 20 votes. 95% of you guys love Shang-Chi. I don't think I've heard any bad reviews here so far. But yeah. Oh, don't worry. You differently. Don't worry, man. Thank you, man. I'm assuming that when I was talking about you subscribing, that's what I'm assuming we were talking about. But yeah, I'm also a Trekkie, looking forward to see the new Untitled. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. I won't lie. Actually, wait. I think this was the question that Tony just asked. I actually don't hate Star Trek Discovery. I know a lot of Star Trek fans don't like it. I don't love it. I don't think it's as good as the classic Star Trek stuff, but I don't hate it either. I guess you could say that. I'm trying to think of movies that are hated that I love. I'm trying to think. I got to think of some in the top of my head. I guess you could say Last Jedi is hated by a lot of Star Wars fans. I don't love Last Jedi, but I do quite enjoy it. I don't like everything about the movie. I know there's a few things that I didn't like, but I quite enjoy Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Solo. I know Solo didn't get hate, but Solo was a movie I quite enjoyed. Solo, a Star Wars story. Trying to think of other movies. Crap. I gotta pull up a catalog. Let me actually search up. Let me just search up bad movies and see if I could find a movie that I like from there. Let me see if I can actually find. Oh well, Grown Ups. I know Grown Ups is hated. I know Grown Ups is a movie that a lot of people hate. I actually like both Grown Ups movies, the Adam Sandler Grown Ups movies. Let me think. Other movies. I'm trying to think of a movie that's very hated. I'm trying to think of that big movie that a lot of people hate that I actually quite liked, or something like that. Something in that kind of spectrum. You know what? I'm going to take a break right now, and I'm going to see you guys in a bit. Hold up. Okay, guys, I'm going to be back right now. Give me a minute. I'm going to just drink some water. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Give me a quick break. You guys stay tuned. Drop more comments. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to take a quick break, but I got to pop up the loading. The loading screen. And then after that, I could talk about movies that, Oh, I like Blade Runner 2049. I actually like Blade Runner 2049. I know that movie's hated a lot, but I actually liked it. But let me see. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can pop it up. Oh, never mind. Let me hold up. Okay, I'm almost done. I gotta put up the loading screen because I gotta give y'all something while you're at it. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys just a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna get refreshed, and I'll come back more energized than I was before. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Stay. right, we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Hold up, let me make sure. All right, just had to make sure the door is locked. But while I was out, I had to get a water. I had to go. Pee. I had to go pee. So thank you guys for giving me a time to just take a break, calm down. But I actually learned something. So I check my YouTube settings because I always want to make sure everything's doing good on my YouTube channel. By the way, we got 22 votes. Also, Geek Studios and Alex have joined the stream. Geeks, hi, what's up, Geeks? Welcome to the stream. And Alex, these are two familiar faces here on the channel. And also, Let's Create says, need to take a break. Also, when you're on a break, can we get a 15 minute? I am going to have to end the stream in 30 or 40 minutes. Basically, I want to get into spoilers, by the way. Please, everyone, let me know if you guys can't get spoiled. Because I might give me 5 minutes. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to respond to me. But I actually learned. All right, let me see if I can pop it. My monetization, it's limited, and I believe it's because I called people stupid. It got limited. Right here, it shows my stats, and it says that I'm limited. And also, actually, Alex sent me a Snapchat. Let's actually unveil it. Give me a minute. No, Alex. Look what Alex sent me. Where'd you find it? Alex, you got to tell me where you found it. Are they at Walmart now? I was going to order it online, but I didn't feel like it. I'm not a big online order. I like to just get stuff physically. I'm hoping everything looks good. All right. Everything looks good. All right. It seems like everything works good. We were talking about Shang-Chi and the whole mayhem that went on. But yeah. But anyways, I'm back. Let me see some of the comments that I actually didn't get to read. I liked Rise of Skywalker, even though it wasn't liked by most. I actually hated it, but hey, I'm glad that you liked it. BK Dan, glad you liked it. Because at the end of the day, that's the beauty of cinema. We're all gonna agree, disagree. But yeah. I grew up watching the Incredible Hulk TV series. This is before CGI. Fun fact, I've actually never seen the TV series, but I probably should someday. But yeah, this is before CGI. I love that show. Also a huge fan of the first X-Men movie. Yeah, I think that first X-Men movie, the one that came out in 2000. Fun fact, I actually didn't even exist back then, but when the first one came out. But that's how long the X-Men franchise has been going. But I really love that first one. I love the way it starts, where you see Child Magneto seeing the worst of humanity in those concentration camps, and you learn that this guy hates humanity. Like, he doesn't just not like them; he hates them with a reason. Actually, he doesn't just have this random reason. But I love that first one. I think it's amazing. But yeah, Stan Lee had his first Marvel cameo during Hulk TV show. He was an audience during the trial of Hulk. I actually did not know that, but that's pretty cool to know. And then after that, he went on to be in a lot of cameos, which I find very cool. But yeah, need to take. Oh wait, I already read that. But let's see. Oh, we got a lot of comments. But yeah, can't stay since I haven't watched the movie yet. But I'll rewatch this live when I watch it. That is awesome, Alex. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here, and enjoy the snack. And you'll probably be listening to this later tomorrow or whatever, but that is awesome. But yeah, Tony says, I wanted to ask you, wait, hold up. Let me remove this load in here. Let me remove this, and then, okay, there we go. We're good. Okay. I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Martin Scorsese saying that Marvel movies are not cinema, that they're theme park rides, and Francis Ford Coppola calling them despicable? Before I get into anything, I want to show you guys what my logo is. Since some of you guys aren't, I'm assuming you guys haven't seen what my logo is, but it's in the top right corner. But let me get a closer image. Let me show you guys what my intro is. You guys see that? You guys saw that image. You guys saw what's on the image. Martin Scorsese's there. And Martin Scorsese's first comments, his very first ones, he said that Marvel movies weren't for him, and that they aren't cinema to him. That's what he said, and I understood that. All films are subjective. But the second time, he was saying that Marvel movies are ruining theaters, and Francis Ford Coppola calling them despicable, and that Marvel movies are theme rides. And this caused a debate. A lot of people were like, that's true, Marvel movies are just for children. And there's the other side saying Scorsese's acting like an idiot. And let's be honest. let's be honest right now. Those comments were idiotic. Francis Ford Coppola saying that they're despicable and then calling them theme park rides. Look, if they were to come out and say, look, I know they're popular, I know they're insane, but they're just not for me and I don't like them, I understand. I completely understand if they said that. Because again, all films are subjective. They're not objective, they're subjective. And I understand if they said that. But the way they said it and the words they used made it seem like if that you liked comic book movies, then you're an incel or an insignificant person whose opinions don't matter. That's what it seemed like. And especially for instance, for Coppola calling them despicable. Then not only that, but Jennifer Aniston also said that they're ruining her movies, even though they only make up 5% of the movies coming out yearly, which is insane to me. And, you know, this happened to Star Wars when Star Wars was coming out. This has happened in the past. Now it's happening to Marvel movies or comic book movies as a whole, but mainly Marvel movies, where it's cool to jump on the bandwagon. And look, it's cool if you don't like it. That's fine. That's awesome. But to say that they're despicable, it's kind of especially because this is the same guy who made The Godfather. And look, they're my top 10 favorite movies. The first Godfather Part 1 and Part 2 are my top 10 favorite movies of all time. But remember, when The Godfather was coming out, there was controversy. There's people saying this is glorifying the Italian mafia. They're saying this, they're saying that. So for someone like him to come out and then call it despicable, he's kind of being a hypocrite, because his movie was being criticized because this was something unique. Godfather was a unique kind of storytelling at its time. So for Francis Ford Coppola to come in and just bash another movie that's popular during its time, like The Godfather was during its time, it shows hypocrisy. But yeah, it's sad. I only have they're legends. They're legends in cinema, no doubt about that. Scorsese, and I had Scorsese in my profile, in my logo, just because I think it's cool. But their comments were idiotic. I'll admit that. Their comments were idiotic. It was just, it's disappointing. But disappointed. 25 votes, by the way. 96% of you guys really liked Shang-Chi, and that's awesome, man. But yeah, I ordered it on release date since I went to Best Buy and they sold out of the 4K, and I just ordered it there at Best Buy and got it today. That is awesome, dude. I personally don't get 4K films. I've said this before, mainly because I feel like Blu-ray and 4K to me aren't too significant in differences. I've seen both 4K, Ultra HD, and Blu-ray, and while 4K is better, obviously, because it's obviously it's better. It's just that Blu-ray to me, the price difference is just too much for what you're getting. So I'll rather get Blu-ray. But hey, man, that's awesome. I'm hoping tomorrow, every Sunday I hang out with friends, and I'm hoping that tomorrow I can find Snyder Cut on Blu-ray. And if I can't, I'll get the DVD and then just wait to find a Blu-ray. And then maybe with the DVD copy, just have an extra copy. Or maybe I just give it away to one of you guys. I don't know. I actually want to do a giveaway on the channel someday, but I'd have to plan that all. And that. But that's only if you guys would want to. But yeah. I love the Hulk series. Out of the box set, it's funny because I was recently rewatching it. In certain scenes, you can see green paint fading off the Hulk. I know a lot of people clown on it. Even though I've never seen it, I understand why it's like that, because obviously it's for its time and it makes sense. But I know it's very popular. I've never seen it, but yeah, I'm glad that you guys liked it. I actually did not know there's a scene where you can see his paint coming off. To be fair, okay, actually, never mind. That's actually I just now thought about it. I was going to use the comparison with Heath's Joker, where his paint you could see it falling off, but again, Hulk is a monster with gamma radiation, while Joker is a man in a clown paint, but I forgot about that. But yeah, let's get into the other comments. But yeah, I love that logo. Thank you, Tony, for that comment, man. Tyrant Prime says, also, what's up, Prime? Welcome back to the stream, man. Glad to have you back here. But hey, man, dig the new intro and Shang-Chi shirt. Thank you, man. Yeah, I got this shirt last Sunday at a Hot Topic. I also got like a King Shark shirt. I also got this Star the Conqueror versus Suicide Squad shirt. And I also wait, what was the other shirt I got? I believe I got a TVA. Yeah, I got a TVA shirt. It's a shirt that shows the TVA logo, and it says Time Variance Authority on the top. It's like this gray shirt. I should wear it in the next stream. And I also got this one, obviously. But yeah, does 9 billion movies equal despicable? Guess so. Hey, man, the only reason why they're saying this is because they're not used to these kinds of movies doing good. And at the end of the day, it's sad that creators art destroying other creators by giving them bad comments and stuff like that. That to me is frustrating. It's, I get if you don't like a movie. Let's say I'm a director and I criticize the newest Space Jam movie, which I actually really liked, by the way. But let's say I'm criticizing the new Space Jam movie. That now makes me seem wrong because I would have to understand. I would like if I was a director, I understand what it's like being a director. So why should I put another director down like that? That's just, to me, it's not right. But it is what it is. But Tony says, let's not forget that Francis Ford Coppola is just old and he probably seen like 2 MCU movies. And if you show an MCU fan a Godfather movie, they probably would think it's the boring movie ever. Yeah. Martin Scorsese even himself said that he's only seen like 2 or 3 comic book movies. And so that's not even enough. Like if he had said he's seen 10 of them, like I would understand, but to only say 3, I'm gonna predict the movies. I'm gonna predict the movies he's seen. I'm gonna predict he's seen Batman '89. I'm gonna predict he's seen Batman and Robin, and I'm gonna believe he's seen the Christopher Reeve one because he's old. Obviously, he's old, so he would probably know about the older movies. But that's just how it is. Coppola, yeah, I'll agree. Most MCU fans probably wouldn't be fans of The Godfather. I personally love the MCU, and I love The Godfather. I love Godfather Part 1 and Part 2. Not a big fan of Part 3. I think it's pretty good, but I do love those first Part 2s. I'll admit they're 2 different kinds of cinema, but the thing is, they're cinema nonetheless. All right? And if one person likes a certain kind of cinema, then that's up to them. But to say it's not cinema, to me, the problem now becomes that you're now taking away any credit solely on something you're not even very familiar with. All you know, it's popular. But it's disappointing, it's disappointing that creators are doing this to one another. Oh, wait, hold up. The BK Dan sends a super chat. Actually, let me see if I can make this comment bigger. Okay, why is it not bigger? Bubble default. Okay, there we go. I just hit myself. But BK Dan, since I do $2 super chat, thank you, BK Dan, man. Thanks so much. I wish I had like a song or something I could play. Is there anything I could play? No, I don't have any clips. Oh, wait. No, I can add a video clip. This has to be the official clip we use when we get super chat because I notice everyone does this. But wait, I think I have it here. Let me see. Okay. Here's your clip. Wait, no, it's uploading. My bad. It's uploading. Give me a second. This is going to be the official clip we use when someone sends a super chat. But thank you, DK Dan. Everyone, thank you so much to DK. Okay, there we go. Here's the clip where I'm going to show you.
I'm a superhero! I'm a motherfucking superhero!
Thank you, BK Dan, so much for the support. It means a lot, to have amazing people like you. And since you're brand new to the channel, I'll show you support. And it's funny because I heard your name. I was like, I've seen you somewhere, or I've heard your name before. And I'm going to assume from John Campio's show. Or wait, no, I'm not going to assume. You already told me that. But thank you so much, man. It means so much, to have amazing subscribers like you guys. All of you. Everyone watching, BK Dan, Tony, Salsa, Let's Create 08, everyone. But that's going to be, actually, you know what? Let me know in the comments if you would like that to be the official super chat clip. When someone sends a super chat, I play that clip because I'm a big fan of Polka Dot Man. I love Suicide Squad, and I love, I'm a superhero. That's the clip we got to play now. When super chats get sent, I got to play that clip from now on. But yeah, thank you so much, BK Dan, for so much, especially with the limited monetization. I want to thank you, man. Every penny put into this channel, I try to invest it back, whether it's a microphone, camera, whatever. But thank you so much, man. Thank you. You are an amazing person, and everyone watching this is an amazing person and a wonderful person, a very lovely person that will have a very successful future. But yeah, even though I personally love the Godfather movies, I even like Godfather 3. Yeah, me too. I actually quite liked it. I didn't love it, but I quite liked the third one. But yeah, and I really that director's cut fan. I actually have never seen the director's cut. I know it came out last year. It's kind of funny because they titled it a spoiler, which is the death of Michael Corleone. I'm not sure how different the new cut is. I should probably check it out someday. But yeah, I personally love those first 2 Godfather movies. I remember seeing them years ago, and it was like the first time I had seen any kind of mafia like movie, any movie that has that kind of conflict. And I was so shocked with the movie, and it introduced me to Al Pacino. Al Pacino is amazing, and then Robert De Niro. And wait, what was Vito Corleone's actor's name? Uh, Marlon, I believe his name is Marlon. I believe it was something like that. He introduced me to him. Great actors, especially Al Pacino and De Niro. They're both just amazing, and I really love what Coppola did with those films. But yeah, next comment. I'm okay with someone having their opinion, but in my opinion, when they made those comments, it came off as bitter and a little bit of jealousy. There's room for all kinds of movies. I'm assuming you're talking about the Scorsese comments. Yeah, Scorsese's first comments, I understood what he meant, but the next ones he made and the Coppola, the problem is they weren't just attacking the movies. They were attacking anyone who watches them and likes them. And anyone who's big into movies, the number one thing we should know is that all films are subjective and everyone's going to have their own different and unique experience to a movie. And it's sad that Coppola and Scorsese, two guys who are experienced in the business and two guys who know what it's like to grow up loving films, these two guys could not understand that. They could not fathom the idea of people loving certain movies that they don't. Like me, I don't like American Pie. I know a lot of people from my generation love American Pie, but I don't like those movies. But guess what? I'm not going to attack someone for liking them. But yeah, I'm actually an illustrator and comic creator. That is awesome. From the Bay Area, I have a table at Powerhouse Comic Con on October 9th, 2021 at Alameda County Fairgrounds. That is awesome, dude. That's awesome to know. And it's awesome that you're going to be able to wear a Shang-Chi costume to Comic Con. I've actually never been to a Comic Con, mainly because I'm from Texas and there isn't, like, over here in this state, we don't got, like, it's not like as big as like in the Bay Area, New York, or any places like that. But that is awesome, dude. I'm glad to know that. And if you ever want to tell me about, like, I really want to see your Shang-Chi costume, just, send me a message on Twitter, Instagram, link the description down below. At Isaac the Film Geek, it's always here on the banner down below. And that would be awesome to check it out, man. And that's awesome information to know. So now I get to tell people that I can commute that they're one of my subscribers is a comic creator. And there's actually someone here on the chat earlier who actually wants to get into acting. So it's awesome to know people's dreams and ideas. So that is awesome. Oh, wait, hold up. But I do hope to go to a Comic-Con one day in my life, at least just once, because I've seen videos. I've seen a lot of people love it, and from videos it seems cool that a lot of comic book fans come together and just enjoy comics the way most people love, especially when Robert Meyer Burnett talks a lot about Comic-Con. It's always pretty awesome to hear. But that is awesome, dude. That's great. And BK, yes, indeed, you are a superhero. I'm a mother effing superhero. Yeah, you're a mother effing superhero. But yeah, I personally feel that the MCU movies are cinema for a new generation of people and fans. Yeah, look, to me, any movie is cinema. Any movie is cinema, even if it's a horrible, terrible movie that most people don't like. Like, I know most people don't like Catwoman. I know a lot of people don't like Highlander 2. Even those films are cinema. Cinema, because someone's going to like them. I know someone who, the movie I hate most in my life is Justice League 2017. Justice League 2017 is the movie I hate. And anyone who knows me personally knows I have a deep hatred for that movie. But guess what? When I've had people tell me that they actually love that film. And I even know someone who told me that it's their favorite comic book movie. And guess what? Even I look at them and I'm like, you know what? I wish I had that same experience, and I'm glad that you had it. I'm glad that at least someone had a good experience with the film that even I hated. And that's what I always want. And it's sad to see Scorsese and Coppola saying that a film is not cinema, when in reality they should understand that it is. Is it good or bad cinema? That's up to you to decide. But you can't decide whether it's cinema or not. It's like going into a restaurant. Let's say you go to a restaurant and you eat the food and you think the food tastes bad. You can say the food's horrible. You can say it's bad. You can say you want a refund. You can give it a bad review on Yelp or whatever. What you can't say is that it's not food. Guess what? It's food. if you can process it, if you can eat it, if you can chew it, or maybe not chew, okay, chew, but yeah, if you can swallow and you can consume it, guess what? That's food. That's not up to debate. What is a debate is whether it's good or bad, and you can do whatever you want with that. But the idea is, um, the idea is, um, the idea is that regardless, it's food. It's not just what you think. It's just food. And the same thing applies to cinema. But yeah, so if you are from the Bay Area and interested at Powerhouse Comic Con, looking to see you at my table if you are going. Yeah, I'm from Texas over here. We ain't got nothing. I know, and I believe it was July at this local at this local community college center. They were doing this comic books place. They were doing this comic book convenient thing, but I couldn't go at the time. But that's like the first time in my life I ever heard something like that. I know there's a local comic book store that's like a 5 minute drive from where I live, and over there they're always having like competitions. You like the cashier there talking about nerd stuff. That's actually where I get most of my Funko Pops. Like I got this black suit Superman right over there, and I will often go there. It's not like a popular place. It's like a local place, and I always like going there because they got the McFarlane figures there. They have, in fact, they even have a few Hot Toys in the back. Like they have a few Hot Toys. Those are expensive. I would love to buy a Hot Toy someday in my life, but they do a lot of Funko Pops, comic books, a lot of figures. But yeah, it's awesome there. But yeah, I would love to go, but money, and I'm not from there. But hey, if anyone out there watching this is from the Bay Area, y'all go hit up Let's Create 08, and that is awesome to learn, man. That is awesome. But yeah, if you like mafia type movies, you gotta find New Jack City from '91 with Wesley. Yeah, I've seen it. I love Wesley Snipes. But I've seen it. I haven't seen it in years, but I actually did not know it was on Prime Video. I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you told me that because I actually did not know where it is. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for recommending the movie, even though I've seen it. But thank you for seeing it. But yeah, completely random question, Lo. But have you seen the movie The Last Dragon from the 80s? Yes, I actually have, and I actually did not know it was from the 80s. Actually, wait, no, I did know. Wait, what movie am I thinking about? Oh, I think I was thinking about the what was that movie? Crap. Oh, I'm thinking about Phantom Menace. I think I was thinking about Phantom Menace because for the longest time I thought Phantom Menace was an 80s movie, but I actually learned it was in the 90s. So obviously my ignorant self, my ignorant self didn't do enough research to figure it out. Also, one of my friends is going live right now. I actually did not know that. He invited me, but I'm very socially awkward. So I also like doing streams on my own most of the time. But yeah. I will be cosplaying as a character from my oh, okay. What was that earlier comp though? I forgot. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad you're doing something you love. And thank you for letting me know stuff like that. I always like learning about things that people do. Like, for example, I have a friend here on YouTube who really wants to get into screenwriting. I also have another person who wants to get into acting. And it's always awesome to hear, people following their dreams, following the footsteps. Like one of my dreams is to be a film critic, being a film pundit. My dream job is to be a film pundit or critic, someone who gets to talk about movies for a living. That's kind of my dream. But it's always awesome to know, things people are doing, things that people do, and it's always awesome. But yeah, do you watch like Cobra Kai? Yes, I have not seen the newest season. I have not seen it because I've not had time, but I should check it out. But from what I've seen from Cobra Kai, I really enjoy Cobra Kai. I was surprised because when I heard Karate Kid spinoff, I'm like, really? And I watched it, and I really like it. Do I love it? No, but I really liked it. I like it for what it is. I like what they do with it, and it's very interesting what they do. And I like seeing Cobra Kai, obviously. It's a pretty cool perspective, and I really like it. But yeah, Catwoman isn't just one of the worst comic book movies. It's one of the worst movies. Yeah, I agree with you. I hated that movie. I've only ever seen it once, and that was like, I believe it was 2 years ago. I kept hearing a lot of bad stuff. And me, when there's a lot of when there's a uh, when there's a lot of when there's a lot of hate for a movie, I actually get intrigued about it because I'm like, all right, what's so bad about it? So I watch it, and I go to every movie open minded, and I'm like, okay, I'll probably not like it, but I don't think I'll hate it. I watched the movie, and I was like, I think like within the first 20 minutes, I was like, what decisions did I make in my life to have me watch this movie? I was genuinely questioning my reasoning for watching this movie, and it's bad. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I know obviously Tony has seen it, but it's not just one of the worst comic book movies of all time. It's one of the worst movies of all time. And I'm not even joking. I mean, if you like it, awesome. I'm glad you liked it. But in my own perspective, it's in the Hall of Shame. It's on the Hall of Shame. I'm sorry, but I don't like being mean, but I guess it is. But yeah. Hold up. Next comment. All right. But at the end of the day, if you really think about it, it's pretty much just old men telling kids to turn down their music. Yeah, it's like those old dudes who like complain about the new generation and often complain about new stuff and but they don't realize the hypocrisy because they were probably the same kids years ago saying that old people are just overreacting. Like every generation, that happens every generation. Where the older you get, the more you cringe at younger generations because they're not like you. And I'm not like that with like I know people around my age group will make fun of the Fortnite kids, the kids who are playing Fortnite. And I'm always like, but our generation played Minecraft. Our era was Minecraft. We were seen as losers too. I don't get why I make fun of someone for loving something, but it is what it is. Like I know this one kid. He's like a year older than me, and he says he listens to Nirvana because his dad made him, but he loves Nirvana. And I remember one time I was checking my playlist, and he saw a couple of songs that are modern songs that are like I listened to a couple of Nirvana. I wouldn't consider myself a fan of Nirvana, but there are a couple Nirvana songs I have in my playlist. But I remember he was looking at my playlist and was like, you like this new cool stuff?" And I'm like, dude, you gain absolutely nothing from judging other people's love for a song, movie, or whatever. It's like recently I was watching this podcast, and I like to listen to a lot of podcasts. And in the podcast, what happened is you saw this one guy saying that he hates modern movies and that he thinks that the new modern movies just suck. And this is the same guy who likes the original Star Wars trilogy. Look, I get if you love certain movies, but to tell people that they shouldn't like he was saying in the podcast, I don't want to give them any clout, but in the podcast, he keeps saying how the modern generation likes terrible movies and that it's absolutely sad. And I'm like, dude, all you're doing is trying to take away the experience of somebody else. I don't get why you do that. You win absolutely nothing from it. And there's no point in it. You don't gain anything. I see no purpose in it. But it's a little, oh my God, 31 votes. 31 votes. I didn't even know 31 people watched this stream. 31 votes. You go, guys, look at the voting poll. 31 votes. I feel like I blinked and it was at 20. How is that 31? 94% of you guys love Shang-Chi. This is probably my most successful stream. Like, I won't lie to you. My streams don't do very well. That's a good number. That's a good number. 20 likes. That's a good number. Thank you guys. A lot of new people here in this channel. So I want to thank you guys so much for the support. We're going to go for like 10, 20 minutes more, hit that 2-hour mark. And then I got to be over because I got to go to sleep. I wake up very early, but I am going to be producing more content throughout the week. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, turn notification bells. We're not going to end the stream right now in 20 minutes, but just kind of want to give you guys a little heads up. But yeah. But yeah, it's exactly that. But yeah, BK Dan says, question slightly off topic. What's your opinion on What If? I'll admit I don't like the first episode, the Captain Carter one, but I do love the other ones where T'Challa Star-Lord, Doctor Strange. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hand? My favorite one has been the who assassinated the Avengers. I'm not going to spoil anything, by the way, but the who assassinated the Avengers one, that one was awesome. And typically when a Marvel show comes out, we do spoiler discussions for episodes. I haven't done it for What If because I don't see any reason to. What If I'm not that Like I like What If, but I'm not in love with What If. But and there's also no reason to do spoiler discussions. To me, I'm not that interested in it. But yeah, I gotta say, wait, hold up. Sorry, I was reading something, but I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, next one. So you want to be John Campia? Good luck, dude. Thank you. But I guess you could say, yeah, I want to be something kind of like him. Kind of do what he does. I don't know. I just love talking about movies. That's just my thing. I love doing. Make a career out of it. Make a dream. But again, at the end of the day, the important thing is I get to talk about movies with other fellow film fans. To me, that's the main thing. That's the main dream. But yeah, little Campia. By the way, he's at 249 K right now. By the way, I want to give you guys a fun fact. Since a lot of you guys are new to the channel, back in February, I was massive into the Snyder movement. Now, in recent months, I've been more calm about it. I used to be very critical of other channels, so I actually regret this video, but I still have it up. By the way, you can find it. It's called John Campia is Wrong About the Snyder Cut. I'm a Snyder fan. I forgot what it's titled, but you'll see. Just put most popular on my videos. There's a video I completely regret, and in the video I'm criticizing Campia, and I got 14K views on this, so it's possible Campia saw it. But again, I don't know. I don't have any insiders or anything like that. So I criticized him because at the time I was ignorant, and back then I didn't do research into videos. Nowadays I like doing research before I go into a video. But I criticized Campia's take on the Snyder Cut, and the next day, I believe, the next couple of days, he has a segment on the show. He has a topic. One of his main topics, I believe. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up right now. Let me pull up the video that he posted. Let me pull it up, and I want to give you guys a rundown of the story. I gotta wait. Hold up. Sorry, guys, this is taking a while, but I gotta find it. John Campia Snyder Cuts. All right, so I should be able to find it if I search it up. Okay, there we go. Let me now put the camera. Let me share screen. All right. No, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Everything seems good. Oh wait, hold up. Okay, there we go. So you see this video right here that has no, it's this one right here. What Henry Cavill. So this video, this topic, he talks about it. And when this video came out, when the stream, I actually watched it live, and I watched it, and everything he was saying was countering every exact thing I was saying. So while I was watching, I'm like, wait, did he watch my video? And I was surprised. But hold up, give me a minute. Guys, don't comment until I'm done. After that video, my video started getting more attraction. And in John Campia, when he was talking, he said that the people who are calling him out are a special kind of stupid. And a lot of people in my comment sections were telling me I'm a special kind of stupid that Campia was talking about. And I even had people saying, yeah, Campia was definitely talking about you. But here's a couple of reasons why I don't think he was talking about me. Now, is there a chance he did? Possibly. And I'll admit, if he was, then I'll agree with him. But I don't think he was talking about me for one thing and one main reason right now. Because I'm irrelevant. I'm a nobody on YouTube. And number two, at the time, it seemed like he was more towards Film Gob. And if you guys don't know who Film Gob is, he's this guy who makes videos off of getting people's content, cutting the clips in a certain way, and making a compilation about people in out of context situations. But yeah, at the time, a lot of people were saying, oh, can't be exposed, you can't be this. And there's a possibility he watched my video. But I would give it a 20% chance he watched my video. I don't think it was highly likely he did, but yeah. And yeah, that's just a little history. That's a little history of my channel. 21 likes. That's awesome. I really love that. But yeah. Next comment. Yeah. Catwoman was really bad. Totally agree with you. Just like Superman. I actually quite like Superman Returns, but I understand why you didn't like it. it makes sense, man. I honestly completely like. I don't. There's a lot of things in the movie I don't like, but I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, but I will say that it was pretty awesome to see how. Let me actually drink some water. I'm actually dying right now, but I will say that it's pretty awesome to see Halle Berry accept her award at the Razzie Awards. Her speech was epic. Yeah, it was. Next one. But I like Halle Berry as Storm in X-Men. She kills it in the X-Men. Yeah, I did like her in that movie. I actually did like her. I really like those X-Men movies. I like the original X-Men trilogy, which is X-Men, X-Men United, and X-Men Last Stand. I actually like all of them. X-Men, the first one's probably my favorite one from that trilogy, but I actually like Last Stand. I know Last Stand. Oh yeah, that's a movie. I forgot earlier what we were talking about movies that are hated that I like. Last Stand. A lot of X-Men fans don't like that movie. I personally enjoyed it. I personally liked Last Stand, but I understand why people wouldn't like it. But yeah, hold up. I actually need some water right now. Let me actually drink some water right now. I'm gonna end the stream up in like 10 minutes. Oh, we've gone 2 hours. 2 hours of me talking. I mean, I've gotten used to it since there's a lot of videos that a lot of streams where I'll go for like 2 hours. So I've gotten used to speaking this long. But yeah. Yeah, I actually watched that one. Campia responded to me. It's called. I actually watched that one. Campia responded to me. It's called. I'm confused. Okay. This next one from Let's Create 08. Hope you can put on more videos talking about movies both Saturday and Sunday. I can't on Sundays. Those days, I'm very busy, but I try to upload daily. So expect videos daily, but my live streams, they're typically on Thursdays and Saturdays, Saturday nights and Thursday afternoons. Those are when I mainly stream, but I try to stream anytime I'm free because streams are very fun. Streams, you get to just talk and you get to see live reactions to what you say. While with my other videos, it's more I have to wait. I upload a video, then I'll see people comment. But anyways, it's still fun, but yeah. Even though not a lot of Shang-Chi talk, fun hanging out with you people. Yeah, we were mainly talking today about the situation. Actually, you know what? Why don't we talk about Shang-Chi right now? Live spoilers. I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know we are going to get into a Shang-Chi spoiler discussion. You guys, okay, I want to let everyone know, warned right here. Right here. Oh, crap. I don't think you guys can see my other finger, but yeah, right here. Right here. Spoiler alert. I want to actually get into Shang-Chi spoilers. We did mainly talk about the situation, and then we talk more about we haven't actually even talked about this movie itself. I'll admit that. That was my mistake right there. But that's probably something we could talk about. But so if you guys want to get into spoiler discussion, that is right now completely available. But yeah, the first X-Men is still the best X-Men in my opinion. My favorite X-Men overall movie is Logan. But I would say that first X-Men second place, and then third place I would say Days of Future Past. Fourth place I would say probably X2 X-Men United, and I would have to. Oh no, Deadpool would probably take that place. Actually, no, I would say Deadpool to me is better than X2. It's tough. But I would say my favorite overall Fox Marvel movie is what was I about to say? It's. Wait, why am I freezing on it? Oh wait, I'm thinking about Logan. Why did I freeze on that name? I love Logan. Logan's my favorite X-Men Marvel film or X-Men Fox movie. But yeah. All right, I got to go now. See you later. Thank you, Tony, man. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for being brand new to the channel. I'm glad you were able to spend 2 hours with us, just talking about Shang-Chi, the drama behind Shang-Chi. And also, I do hope to do less of these videos where I talk about YouTubers. I just think it was important for me to discuss that certain topic. After today, I'm going to be more back to the usual unless something big happens. But yeah, let's get into the Shang-Chi stuff. Let's create 08. Yay. Yeah, that's awesome. Spoiler time. Heck yeah, man. Spoiler time. Spoiler. Yeah, let's get into spoilers. But again, want to remind everyone, spoiler alert. We're in spoiler alert right here. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. All right, you've been warned. You've been warned. And to everyone watching, yeah, we are going into full-on Shang-Chi spoilers. Let's give ourselves some 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long we need, and we're going to get into spoilers on this movie. All right, spoilers again. Spoilers. Come on, I'm letting everyone know. Spoilers. All right, I think we've had enough. But yeah, also Logan was awesome. Heck yeah, Logan's my favorite Fox Marvel movie. But yeah, Shang-Chi spoilers now in session. It's now in session. Actually, you know what? I gotta put another thing. Let me have something else right now. Spoiler alert, just in case someone clicks on by accident. Let's see if I can put it here. Okay, there we go. Okay, there. I'm gonna put that there. Everyone knows. Everyone know. Shang-Chi's name is Sean. No, you spoiled it. No, joke. I really like that joke. Where we find out that he calls himself Sean, which is very close to Shang, and I love that. Also, I like that joke that they say at the end where Sean says when he first came to high school, some American kid said, "Hey, what's up, Gangnam Style?" And his response is, "I'm not Korean, dumbass." And the guy tries to fight him, but Katie interferes, and she didn't know Sean at the time, and she starts singing Hotel California. And also, give me a minute right. Sorry, guys, I had to check something, make sure everything's good. But I did love the Hotel California reference. And then the post-credit. All right, post-credit. That post-credit was awesome. Probably one of my favorite MCU post-credits. I don't know what's my favorite MCU post-credit, but that's definitely my top 5. Where you see Bruce Banner, you see Carol Danvers, and they're talking about that the 10 rings caused something once he put them on. And I don't know what to think. I actually am going to say this. I think it summoned a villain. I think we're going to learn that the 10 rings come from a certain villain. We're going to learn that. And I don't know. It's so hard to predict. I saw some people saying that it's going to be multiverse. Like this is something related to the multiverse. I honestly don't think Shang-Chi is going to be part of that whole multiverse storyline with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. But I'm almost done with my water, by the way. But I do believe it summoned a villain, and we find out that probably in the next movie, maybe in a few movies, we learn that it summoned someone because it's created by someone. It was in the hands of the Mandarin for a long time, and it was used to it. But once it got into the hands of Shang-Chi, it sensed its presence and it made it known. And I feel like the 10 rings, similar to the Mother Box in Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's living. It's a living thing that can communicate and can let its owners know what really is happening. And I think it's going to have a big effect to the Shang-Chi franchise. But yeah, let's see this comment from Let's Create 08. I like how Wenwu, by the way, I loved Wenwu. I think Tony Liu as Wenwu, amazing, top 5 favorite MCU villain, definitely. But yeah, Wenwu takes his son and took revenge on the Iron Gang who killed his wife. It's like taking his son to work day, lol. It's like, hey, son, let's daddy show you how to kick ass, lol. Yeah, he brought his kid just to see him murder some fools. Also, give me another minute. I got to check something real quick.